These featured contracts didn't stand a chance. Here are 10 runs using fast optimized routes, starting with the slowest and ending with the fastest. The first target is right here.
Weird.
I bump into him to get his attention, then use a little trick with an illegal item to make him follow me. And just like that, he's coming with us. While he's busy being confused, I set up 2 more targets with an emetic grenade. That sends them straight to the nearest toilet. Very convenient, and there's our follower. Next, I trigger a conversation between 2 targets. That's important later. It puts them exactly where I need them. Then it's back again to deal with the other 2, and there is our follower again, still committed.
That looks serious. Okay.
Here, I pick up the poison vial, the pistol, and also the fiber wire from the stash. This briefcase keeps an event staff member distracted. Otherwise, things would get awkward very quickly. Being crouched here is key. I kept wondering why he would spot me while I shot him in the back of the head, until I realized he can actually see you in the mirror if you're standing. That's 3 targets down. The last 2 should be in position now. This shot blinds the staff member, giving me a safe drop into the area below. Now I just need the tech staff to look away. I failed many times here, mainly because of an NPC in the atrium constantly turning in my direction. Now for the consumed poison kill, the timing was very tight, with changing disguises back and forth 3 times before Lucy drank the poison. And that's the slowest run done. Let's move on to something a bit faster, a sub 3-minute run.
Have you seen a gull around?
All right, I'm starting by crouch running down the stairs, just a bit faster, and knocking out these 2 guards. There are more guards on the other side. A few shots make them unresponsive. Another shot's here to panic the 2 targets. With the nearby guards out of the equation, the target runs all the way to the courtyard to report it.
You need to do something. Something terrible is going down.
There's no way to get a fall kill here, so I redirect him to the courtyard, where there's a railing I can use. The next target is inside this building. This shot blinds the guard, so he doesn't notice me trespassing.
Let me tell you something!
Then I knock this guard out, making the target panic and start running.
You really shouldn't be here. Hey, would someone please do something to me?
This contract only has 1 exit, so this shot pulls the guards away from it. The last target is down here. These shots distract 2 NPCs, allowing the target to react to the crowbar. That was very close. I was sure I'd get spotted there. Another set of panic shots here, since opening the manhole cover is illegal. And that's the second run done. Let's move on to the next contract. Another sub 3-minute run, but even faster. From this starting location, the first target is already in a good spot. They've got everything under control, or so they think. This one here is sitting all by himself. Easy kill. Here, I use a glitch to get straight onto the roof, saving a huge amount of time. Getting from the roof onto level 2 from this side doesn't work on high FPS, but there's a small workaround. Lowering the graphics settings makes Agent 47 fall slower. Santa will spawn at the chimney later, so I set up the kill with this ducky. There's also a katana in this present. I'll need that soon. Using the same glitch again, I save even more time by moving along this ledge. I knock out these two NPCs so they don't witness the kill.
What the shit?
One more target needs to be taken out with the katana, and it has to be a throw. This body shot serves three purposes. First, it keeps him from spotting me. Second, it pulls another guard to investigate. And third, it interrupts the target's conversation. One quick knockout for the last guard, and now the target is completely isolated. And that's the third run complete. Now we're moving into the sub 2-minute runs. This one starts a bit further away. The targets are at the coca plantation, and the machete isn't in my loadout. So I'll have to pick it up first. And this is where the run really begins. I distract these guards so they don't notice me. This target gets sick. Perfect setup for later. This shot isolates one target, and this one pulls another outside. A quick distraction shot here for the guard. They get knocked out so they don't witness the kill. And here's the machete. Another distraction shot to keep things under control. This shot isolates the target, and there's the one I pulled outside. Easy kill. Now I make this guard sick so he won't notice me running by. And here's that earlier setup paying off. Another distraction shot, just enough to take out the target unseen. One more shot to blind the NPC so I can move freely. And that's the fourth contract down. The next one is the last sub 2-minute run. Here, I send an explosive onto the roof near two targets. This delays one NPC so she doesn't get caught in the explosion later. I trigger the explosion and bump into this target, getting him to move immediately. The two targets outside hear the explosion and start heading inside. And there's the one I bumped into earlier. This NPC spotted me more times than I can count. This shot keeps him under control. Another shot here to make the guard look away. There's a target up there. This shot moves him over to the window. And here's the final target, walking right into position at the perfect moment. And that's the fifth run. Now things really start to speed up with the sub 1-minute runs. Here, I'm luring the target to this propane flask while scaring the other NPCs away. I gain some height by shooting the violin, and there's another propane flask ready for the second target. By now, the other target has moved into position. There are two more targets left. This one at the stand gets taken out with a ducky, igniting the gas canister. And the last target is conveniently right next to the exit. These shots make this NPC stumble, so he doesn't see the kill. And that's the sixth run. Now we're firmly in fast territory. I'm going straight for the briefcase with an explosive inside, distracting the guards so they don't see the targets flying around later. The explosive stays here for a double kill later on. These shots send the upstairs target running into this suite. More shots bring a second target there as well. Here, I use a plant to get out of bounds and take a shortcut. That shot moves the accident target closer to the car. A few more shots here to make some NPCs look away. And here are a few more shots for the accident target, guiding him right next to the car. And there he goes. And that's the double kill. And that's the seventh run, getting faster and cleaner. Right off the bat, the first target is perfectly positioned, easy kill. Quick and clean kill on the second target as well. For the third target, I turn a police officer around first, and the target ends up in the river. Here, the fourth target gets pulled further to the side, since he's partially covered by a shed. The last target is pushed into a run with a few shots. And there goes the one I pulled aside earlier. And there's Helen West, the final target, running straight past the door at full speed. And that's the 8th run. Everything comes together here. In this run, I turn 4 targets into roasted almonds. These shots bring 2 targets closer to their fate. A quick teleport up top gives me a better overview. This moves 1 target right next to a gasoline drum. The next one gets pulled toward the fuel tank. Another target is brought closer to the same spot. And the one in the back gets guided toward a gasoline drum as well. The target I moved earlier reacts to the body shot and runs straight over. And now, just ignite everything. And that's how I turned 4 targets into roasted almonds. And that's the 9th run. Now it all comes together. And finally, the fastest run in this batch. This wall doesn't have collision. That shot makes the hippie stand up, giving me a clear line. There's another target up on the tower, and just like that, the run is already done. From here, it's just a sprint to the exit. Have you played any of these contracts yourself? Let me know your time in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate a like. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.